Marcus Garvey, you know, an icon in Pan-African thought, wanted people of African descent to see black as a title of honor rather than one of shame and inferiority.
Yeah.
And I weren't there, but I can imagine if I was to, even in this time, but let alone in that time, him pushing that message, there will be many black people that are like, no, be fighting that. But
when man becomes possessor of the knowledge of himself, he becomes master of his environment, the captain of his own ship, the director of his own destiny, the accomplisher of his own end.
Imagine trying to fight someone trying to give you something to be proud of.
At that point, they'd accepted Negro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
They did, yeah.
So I'm saying, even nowadays, you
In
can still get
hindsight,
that
you can
same
look
push.
back and there'll always be a reason.
Mad.
There'll always be
mad.
a pushback.
But the point he was trying to do there is what I'm saying now. He understood that, bro, we can just decide it is something to be proud of.
Yeah.
And there's nothing, no one can't tell us we're wrong. That's what way back then, he clocked that. Hold on, nah, man, be proud of that, bro. What do you mean? You mad? It's a good thing. It's that simple. It's a choice. It's a choice, right?
In the same way that reclaiming the N-word is?
No.
Innit? That's what they say.
It's a funny one, though.
That's what people will say. That's what they'll say. They say, yeah. But
it's a funny one, though, because I do want to talk about that at some point. Right, you know, we may prefer our national titles, but again, where did we get them from? We get them from other people. We didn't decide them. So I think that's actually a bit of a backward step. And arguably, us claiming back is self-determination in its truest sense, which is the point I was trying to make earlier. You know, it is rooted in a social construct, and it is something that we do have to talk about as a people and come to a conclusion of what that actually means.
Yeah.
And actually determine what it means as a group, because again, everyone says what they are. We and until we actually accept the need for this conversation, that will never happen, and we'll always be going, some man saying that chicken, some man saying being late. None of this. I remember another guy saying, you know, being part of black culture, just knowing black food. Like, that's it. As long as you know a couple West Indian dishes, you know what I mean? And you listen to a little Roots, you know you can name two names, that's it. You're in.
It's just reminded me, like, kind of like when you were saying us black people, we laugh at each other. So your story growing up as a child, there's a lot of that going on internally amongst us.
Yeah.
That's what I'm feeling from all the different separations.
100%. If we're honest, we all know this. This is the funny thing. Everything being said in this, because we all know. We all know. Ain't saying nothing we don't know. We just don't like thinking about, talking about it, because it makes us feel like we lost. And, you know, what can I say? So, here's my question now, though. If we don't like black, if not black, then what? What do we call ourselves? Or do we not call ourselves anything because we want to stick to our individual titles? And my brother, Mikhail the Energy, he had a good discussion about this, and he's got an idea about what should be called. I want you to know.
You know, we've gone through a transition from being Negro, colored, and to black was actually a term that was really used to lift us up out of another political agenda that made us look even more inferior. The term black was an empowering one, but that's the last 100 years.
It's outdated now.
Yeah, it is. It's run its course, and because we have access to world knowledge, because the motherland is so accessible, because repatriation is a real thing, because, you know, we are leaders of industries and things like that, we now have a much greater opportunity to label ourselves in a way that really shows the majesty of who we are. I say people of nature, because that immediately references everything that we boast about, the power that we say we have, the origins we say we have, the glory we talk about of ourselves, the potential we always sing and praise ourselves about, can be understood when you understand that we are people of nature.
But I think it's such a long term.
It is. I'm just saying that's what I use. I'm not saying it's the best one.
No, I mean, I think all of these things are up for discussion. I just think when we start discussing the idea of really everybody agree, I don't think the idea of everybody agreeing to a term, I think, is unrealistic. I think it's more realistic to unify around the term black, because it's already been in usage. It means so much to so many people, than it is to kind of bring new terms.
yeah,
So I think people
I
nature is
agree.
a beautiful thing. You might want to call your network, your community, but I don't think I think it's unrealistic for anybody in this modern time to link under some of these new terms that are coming up. Because I think in the same way that you described earlier, people of nature, someone goes, well, I don't want to be about nature, I want to be about the city. that made me less black. So I think black does what it needs to do for us in a capitalist European society, yes. But I think how we self-identify as family, no, as individuals, as families, as communities, as wider ethnic groups, those things are all important. Those things can be done after we accept the will. I don't think although the discussion's important, I think it's even unrealistic for people to even say I don't like the term black. I get told it from other maroon chiefs not to call or identify myself as black, and I always said actually, but not identifying as black alienates me from most of our people, so I wouldn't do that.